Welcome to the Forest, Pisces. This reading is for anyone drawn to these insightful water energies. I'll be asking our guides to illuminate your journey in love and life, plus I'll be seeking out the energy around you in love. Our reading is usually released almost daily, so to get notified, please hit subscribe and tap the bell. I've been a bit under the weather though, so I am behind on these, but I'm trying to catch up here and there when I can. But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at these oracle cards here to get a really nice energy reading for you to start with. And then I'll be looking at what spirit animals in the woods for you. And then later on in the reading, when we look at the energies around you in love, we'll also be seeking out their spirit animal as well. Ooh. So right away, we have these beautiful, colorful, vibrant energies in the woods for you. One, very golden, little bits of lavender peeking out. Very feathery, soft, fluffy Archangel Gabriel shining through here. Messages of creativity, of hope, of believing in yourself here. We also have a good fortune with this. Wow, this lovely rainbow and all these beautiful irises. And she's carrying this torch here, so maybe it's something that you feel very creative about. You know, she's definitely looking at something here, and with the Archangel Gabriel, it might be, maybe more soft and fuzzy feelings. But it, like I said, it could also be that creativity, that little bit of like art or crafts or, just whatever you do that kind of, gets your mind going, gets your hands doing something, and it might even be something that makes the world more beautiful as well, with all these flowers here and whatnot. And maybe it's something that you've just kind of dreamed about, and like it's just kind of like this moment, this opportunity just shines on through, and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, what is this, right? And I feel like whatever that is, you have this beautiful angel coming in to say, all right, yeah, like I'm on your side here. Have faith, have hope. All right, so let's see what animal we have in the woods for you today, Pisces. Strolling on by in the woods today. Everything's kind of melting and looking a little drab, but it's also very nice that the sun was out. So we have these wonderful little otters splashing along the river that's running through the forest. Sea otter, so I mean it's salt water. That's fine. Forest belongs everywhere. And this energy is all about being playful. It's about family. It's about, like I was saying, those like light and fluffy feelings. It's about feeling safe, and also like wanting others to feel safe as well, and sharing that, those feelings of like happiness and love with others. And this is also kind of about being go with the flow, not too surprised, Pisces. But I really like this. They're kind of saying, if you have something going on right now that might seem a bit overwhelming, it's okay to kind of just, do you, give yourself those minutes to take care of yourself and kind of, I keep looking at this little flower that he's holding, like take those few minutes to kind of center yourself, do those things that you love that make you feel like you. Very cool. So it looks like you're going to be lucky in something, lucky in happiness here. Very cool. So I thought we'd use the crows for where you are. I don't think we've used those for you in a while. I felt like you kind of had something to say. Oh, speaking of, yeah, man, like the Four of the Air just came out, which is all about resting your thoughts, kind of like relaxing, letting things go for the moment, saying, yeah, I need a break, and I'm gonna take it. With the Page of Swords, yeah. Alright, we'll try to get one more. That one kind of flipped, and then it went back in. Alright. We'll let that one be shy. You have that Page of Air energy right now. I think I'm gonna do this. Especially with this, this Two of Earth that you have here. I like this. I feel like you want to build a nice solid base on something that you're kind of maybe feeling a bit tentative about. So you're kind of letting things simmer, kind of, taking a minute here to assess the situation, just and not in like a stressful way, but in just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna kind of, chill out here, take a look at things a little bit closer, because this is something that I'm interested in. This is something, and I kind of feel like with this two of earth, maybe you are kind of in that mode of maybe like juggling a little bit, trying to keep one step in front of the other here. But I like it with this four of air, right? I feel like you are taking it in stride. Like maybe things are kind of a little bit hectic, but I feel like you're taking it in stride. We'll keep going and see. All right, so what else do we have here? What do we have for Pisces journey coming up here? Five of fire. Ooh, but that went face down. Let's see what those are. Ooh. Ooh. All right, so we have the Ace of Fire here. Justice, the Nine of Water, the Moon, and the Five of Fire. So like right away I just get these energies of like there's this little bit of like trouble brewing here. But I don't really see it as trouble. I kind of more see it as maybe a little bit of struggle in the flow you have going on. But overall, I feel like you know what you want here. And I feel like these energies are of like balance. They're of feeling these feelings of, yeah, I really, really like this and I want to go towards this. Um, and I feel like there's a new beginning here, possibly on the horizon, something that you're checking out, possibly like a new relationship. Because I can't quite tell. um, because I feel like right now you're maybe in a bit of a transitional period or transitional phase. Maybe not like in your relationships per se, but in the energy that you're putting out here. I feel like that's what a lot of this rest is about here, and this like juggling, and it's kind of turning into this greater need for balance along the way, because you do want to set out here on something towards something that's making you feel good. But there is that little bit of disruption, a little bit of I need to maybe learn how to work with others here. Maybe I feel like there's something I need to stand up for myself. Maybe we're not all seeing eye to eye here. And I feel like it's hitting you maybe on a little bit of a deeper level than you originally maybe thought it would. but but with your happiness like so close at hand, like I just kind of feel like you're in this place of like, I'm gonna stand my ground, I'm gonna be strong here. Because there is some sort of karma that's kind of coming into play here, which I think is really interesting. Yeah, because like I just mostly get this feeling right now. Like you're in this place where maybe you're just meeting someone, or like you have that energy of I see um this person, or like how I'm seeing you is I'm seeing you as this like energy of like this kind of like more like this curl, right? And I'm kind of seeing you as the crow and seeing how you feel and the thoughts that you're kind of carrying about this person or this energy that's come into your life as this sword. Like you're kind of tentatively holding it, gingerly carrying this thought, because it means something to you, and it seems worth it. But it's a little bit hard to carry. It's sharp, like how he's carrying it there. Maybe it would be a little bit safer down there, but he's still learning. He's new at this, and I kind of like that. But at the same time, I feel like this is you, like with this like idea or the thought about this person, like kind of gingerly holding on to it, like maybe not quite sure um, how it feels to you quite yet, but the thoughts are there. Like I'm looking at these clouds now, how they're kind of like drifting off into the background and they come forward and they get bigger and bigger. And that one almost looks like there's lightning or something, but it's like movement. It's this momentum. It's this like charging up, maybe even if that was drizzle, that start of the rain where you're just like, right? Like maybe you're not quite sure what to make of it, but you want to go towards it, with these energies of like, but man, I have to balance this with my life right now. Like I have to maybe even maybe I'm trying to step toward this but also stepping away, and I feel like with this other air card here, you kind of like sitting back, like maybe the energy that's around you in love maybe is kind of taking a I kind of I want to say like there's like sorry, I'm kind of like I just get the feeling that they're there, that they are there, that they're around you, like they're in the background there, right? And I kind of feel like they're just kind of going about their business here. They're maybe not even quite sure that or that like maybe not even sure that you have feelings for them at this point because you're kind of not really doing anything about it. And I feel like when you do, it's kind of like here and there. It's kind of like back and forth a little bit, just because maybe you're not quite sure how you feel about it. You're not quite willing to get swept away by this. You're kind of like, oh, I'm gonna kind of look at this a little bit closer, because you know, um, as your path goes on, you're kind of going from this more laid back Zen mode of like, chilling and checking things out, kind of, maybe a little bit in and out as far as, movement goes or um, where it takes place in the energies in your life here, like what priority it is, kind of. But I feel like it's always there, right? It's not something you're letting go. Uh, like even like when you're not, I feel like that's just them saying like you're not stressed about it, despite these kind of energies. Because like I was saying, I kind of feel like they're there. I kind of feel like they're not really going anywhere, and you know that. Um, and then you have this ace, this ace of fire here, which is really cool. I really like this one. I focus it on how like golden that background is on that road, you know, um, and it leads to the city. And then there's another road, leading off to like this field of flowers. But I mean, it's not like he can see everything along the way. There's kind of clouds or fog drifting in, and there's some feathers here and there. So maybe the way isn't going to be easy, but this is an opportunity. This is kind of like, that that guide on that outpost, that sailor in the lighthouse, right? Kind of because he's kind of looking around, seeing what's out there, maybe surveying what he does see around them, Um, can he build a harbor here? What would he need? How much would he need? Like, what is, but it's something that he feels in his soul. Like, oh, I love being around water, he's saying, right? Like, I love being around this place and I want to do this thing and I just need to I need to get a look at this, because this is that very first step. This is that planning stage. This is that aha moment, and it's a lot of work, but it's an opportunity. No, and I feel like that's really I kind of feel like that's almost echoed here, in the Justice card, that gold of the road and the gold of the crown here. I feel like even, and I see this I feel like that's maybe your goal here is this opportunity. Maybe you're not quite sure how things are going to get there, not quite sure how the skills are going to balance, but I feel like, you have this sense of the universe balancing things out here. Because like the other one was saying, like maybe you have this good fortune rolling in, right? Like this something, and things are kind of starting to go in your favor here, maybe it's not going to be quite that, back and forth or that, maybe I feel like it's going to give you clarity, I think is what I'm trying to say there. It might give you a nudge in like, do you really want to go towards this or do you want to like keep kind of holding back, maybe it's not, maybe it's something you're not quite sure of if you should say something or not, and I kind of feel like these energies coming in here are going to kind of help you. But I don't think it's something it's going to be like immediately obvious, you know, because, you know, I especially like how in this one he's blindfolded, you know, justice is blind. Like, this is about energies, it's about accountability, you know, either way, you know. So, you know, I really like that. And I feel like as long as you've been, you know, honest in the situation, like, you shouldn't have anything to worry about here with that, right? I mean, I kind of, like I was saying, I kind of feel like this is reflected in there. I kind of feel like this is here to like help you. But, you know, because we also have this energy here with this Nine of Water, you know, these beautiful energies of love, of saying, hey, I can stand on my own 2 feet. If I want something, I can go get it. You know, I can provide for myself. And I mean, this is about emotions, but I feel like, you know, with all of these objects here, I feel like a lot of this is maybe, you know, physical too, you know, or even just, you know, perhaps providing for yourself, you know, mentally. You know, maybe you've been reading more, learning how to do things, you know, kind of enriching your life here. You know, and then we do have the moon, you know, with these energies of conflict, and I'll definitely clarify those. Because it is interesting, you know, because I feel like you do feel something here. There's going to be this opportunity, you know, and it's coming in with a lot of balance and a lot of happiness, but also this little bit of shadow, this little bit of darkness, this little bit of, I can't quite see everything, but maybe my happiness here, maybe I can illuminate this, right? Because this is always a chance to find those answers, or not, or sometimes, you know, I don't like saying that, right? Like with the moon. I don't feel like the moon is always about finding answers necessarily. I kind of almost feel like sometimes it's us letting go of knowing the answers. It's kind of saying, all right, yeah, like, you know, maybe these shadows, these thoughts are actually worse than what's there. I need to like chill on those, right? Like, I need to kind of step back from those because it's not the reality, you know? It's about, you know, kind of illuminating things from within. In the situation, not always about necessarily finding out what's going on in the situation itself, but kind of just more about finding out how you're going to deal with things in this situation, sometimes how you're going to handle things. But anyways, I'll get some energies here. We'll use the angels to find out, because, you know, you do have this little bit of energy here of like not being quite, you know, on the same page with the other energies around you. Even, I mean, this could even just be you trying to, you know, work with yourself here, you know, maybe trying to decide if this is something you want to go towards. Maybe this is even just you kind of having that moment of like fighting with yourself, you know. I kind of feel like that's what that is with that moon card, honestly. You know, because you have this happiness and these energies of like not doing anything about it and then being kind of, you know, conflicted about this thing that kind of gets your passions going, you know. Maybe needing to learn to work with your own energies here in order to make this flow, kind of maybe letting some things go here. Or even maybe, you know, some of these like lightening up a little bit, saying like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like, you know, maybe be a little bit positive here. But anyway, it's going on and on. All right, so let me get some cards. Okay. For that. One more maybe. Sorry about that. My body's making noises over there. So lovely luminescent white bunny with beautiful red eyes chewing on some branches yonder. Anyway, for your 5 of fire, to clarify, we have the 2 of water and the 7 of earth. You're like, these are energies of forgiveness, of I've put myself into something for a while and it's been going on for a while, and I'm at that stage where like I wish things would kind of get going here. I wish they would get moving, but for whatever reason they're not. They're kind of stuck. They're still kind of growing. They're still kind of you know, building here, and this two of water energy is about it. It's about relationships. It's about your feelings of love for somebody else. That's kind of the energy of like, I have two cups here, right? And there's one person sitting there, and I want to share. I want to share my cups with you. Like I want to, in this one, it's interesting that it says positive resolution of a conflict. Because wasn't I saying that with us too? These speak of love, of forgiveness, of we've been in this for a long time, or at least like this energy of like I can see this going somewhere, I can see this growing, like I've put myself into this and I feel this and I want it to keep growing. And I just don't know why it's not kind of getting there. Like, why is it taking so long? Just these energies of, wow, like, I really feel this and I really want to do this, but I feel like it's taking forever, kind of. Uh, you know, but we'll keep going here. Let's see if they want to see anything about the moon. Oh wow, the 6 and the 8 of water. Pisces, you and your water energies here. Wow, and like these two specifically on the moon, look like emotions about looking at the past here. Kind of, um, you know, energies of wow, the things that happened in the past, they were really, really good. I really love that. Um, and sometimes it can be a little like you go a little bit too far, right? Like you kind of remember things for a little bit too long, right? You get kind of stuck in the past, right? Kind of stuck, maybe idealizing or romanticizing the past, or just kind of like that feeling of um, nostalgia or wistfulness, or even loneliness. Kind of like, oh, it was so good, you know. But sometimes it can be a little bit like too much, the whole rose-colored glasses things, or vision is 2020, and sometimes we kind of forget, um, that we are here in the present, right? But anyway, but I also like that you also have this 8 of water, because this is like also recognizing those feelings of I want to move on from this, right? Like you have these emotions, like you keep maybe kind of getting stuck in that past there with those emotions. Maybe it's kind of part of the balancing too that's going on here, and maybe part of the reason why things aren't moving forward, because it could be that you're kind of unintentionally having them be stuck, because you're kind of going back and forth here, you're kind of feeling like, um, oh man, like getting maybe lost in those memories of those feelings of the past, and then feeling like, oh man, but I just need to move on. I just want to have those feelings now, but I think what's interesting with this one is this one also speaks of uh, not only kind of healing those past wounds or kind of even letting things go or anything like that. It's more like this, that facing your shadow, of integrating those things, of learning from them and moving on and making it part of your spiritual journey. Um, and it could be that you're maybe struggling a little bit here, going back and forth, but this is underneath the moon. These are those hidden energies, kind of those things that you may need to face, or that, kind of maybe seem a bit murky at the moment. But I feel like that's part of the struggle here, right? Why things are maybe feeling stuck in love, or maybe like why maybe quite don't feel like in alignment with the energy that's around you. Feel like you can't quite go towards them or whatnot. I'm a little curious here. I want to see, because I mean we do have this coming in here with this happiness. I mean, it could just be as simple as like you just biting a bullet or whatever and doing it. I don't know. Every situation is different, right? I mean, especially justice, like who knows? Like it could just be something very serious that's been going on, but I do feel like spirit's coming in to say it's okay to kind of lighten up a little bit here, to put your little um, or to kind of seek out your happiness here, because you do have that 9 of water as well, on your journey, and I kind of feel like this is you Oh yeah, oh look at that. The sun, Archangel Uriel. I was trying to clarify this two here because you feel this happiness, right? Ooh, with the Seven of Water, interesting. Needing to make a decision about something, feeling not quite sure where, yeah. So that is what that was about. I kind of thought maybe with all these water cards down here that it would be something like that because you feel this happiness up here shining in the sunlight. Oh, right. But then maybe kind of feelings kind of sweep you away down under here, and like you're like, oh, like I kind of need to move on this. I need to do something about this. I need to figure this out, or I need to like um, kind of get in alignment here. And I feel like that does kind of happen for you here along your journey, because you do have this opportunity and you feel this happiness. You're like, dang. Um, but anyway, that's just what I'm getting for you. You'd be feeling a little bit conflicted here or there, but wanting to work on things, wanting things to kind of like maybe move forward here, kind of maybe even be more playful. But also feeling maybe a little shy, maybe not quite sure, if you can do this or if you want to do this, with that Four of Air there, kind of that chill vibe, right? And then you have this energy of karma, this heavier energy of justice too, of like universe needing to kind of step in here and kind of equal things out, make things a little bit more harmonious. And maybe you're just feeling that for you too, like inner maybe, that inner feeling of harmony, so you can feel good about going out on this new journey. Anyway, let's look at the energies around you in love. I am curious. That is the Manga Tarot. Interesting. They have like the one cup card that you don't have. They have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Earth, and the Page of Earth. Ooh, that got really green. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. But it did just get dark out too. Anyway. I mean, their energies are. I am. Actually, do you have the five? No. Okay. Like I'm feeling wistful. Like I want to go I want to go toward what makes me feel better. Um, because emotionally they're really not happy right now. They might be going through something, maybe feeling depressed, like kind of a feeling, but at the same time I feel like they're a very solid person usually, right? With this page of Earth, with this Ten of Earth, I feel like they are very committed, very dedicated. They maybe work a lot, maybe that kind of Capricorn energy. But I do feel like with this page here that they do feel something, right? And they might just be moving really, really slow. I mean, you feel that energy of like, why is this taking so long? But I feel like on the whole, this person is very loyal. They're very dedicated once they get moving on something. And with this Five of Water, like I do feel like there is some sadness here. I kind of want to clarify that, so let's do that here. What is that Five of Water for them? Oh, they also have the Two of Earth. Interesting. With the Eight of Earth. So you had that too. Maybe mirroring each other a little bit. But I feel like while yours is maybe a little bit more on the maybe balancing your mental and your emotions with your physical world, I feel like theirs is a lot more physical. I feel like they're maybe balancing a lot more as far as what they have going on around them in their life, because there's something that they've been perfecting and that they've just really been putting a lot into, and they've really just kind of had to juggle in order to kind of keep this going, and they're feeling like a bit upset about maybe how long it's taking, or maybe like I just feel like there's definitely some nostalgia here. Or I almost kind of feel like they're kind of waiting for their ships to come in, like maybe they've been working on something for a really long time, kind of juggling things, and they're just like, oh my gosh, like, can we just be done with this now? But so See if you want to see anything else. Like, I just wonder. I feel like maybe they're just sad. Like, maybe this is... I feel like if this is in regards to their relationship with you, they feel... Yeah, they're not saying anything about it. Sorry, that was the King of Air. They're just being logical about it. They feel bad. I mean, it could be too that you aren't like connecting right now. That maybe like physically you all are actually physically or emotionally or something, like you all are separated, or like just like energetically even, because they do have these very grounded steel energies, you know, and they have the King of Air. Like they know their shit. Like they know what they think about things, and then when they start to like feel too much, get too much in their feels, they're gonna lean on that logical side, you know, which is how I was kind of feeling with this back turn. Like I kind of felt like I don't feel like this person is maybe like super emotional all the time, like gonna show you that, right? Even though they have this emotion of sadness, I'm not getting that overall. Like you might pick up on that a little bit, but mostly I feel like you're gonna see them as being like this kind of like slow, steady worker here. This kind of like you know, and like yeah, like definitely a very hard worker here. And I almost wonder if maybe that's kind of like one of those things that's maybe interfering in what's taking, what you feel or whatever is taking so long here, or where that like little bit of a conflict or, you know, not being aligned comes from here. Because with this energy here and how they're feeling, you know, it just seems like they do feel like if this is like their relationship or whatever, they're kind of feeling this way about. I feel like it is something that they've put themselves into, just like you know, like they've been perfecting it, they've been working on it, and there's just something that's just not balancing here. That's just, you know, kind of a struggle. Like, you know, maybe it's kind of like 1 foot forward, 2 steps back, kind of doing a little jig, but you know, feeling bad that it's maybe emotionally just not lining up, because I feel like everything else is kind of there, right? Because I feel like this person is that slow, steady person who's gonna like work towards something, but with whatever's going on here, maybe it's just taking just too much out of everything. But they are leaning back, like I said, on that more logical side. You know, maybe even being that kind of like intellectual person. So, and then you're not always like seeing anything all the time. And when they do say something, maybe just kind of like saying what they need to say and kind of moving on. And it's not to say I don't feel like they're warm. I feel like they can be, but whatever, you know, they have, that's, you know, that's gonna be different for everybody. Whatever they have going on here, where they're just feeling like they're just ready to move on. They're just like, all right, like I'm done with this. Like, you know, this in this energy here, you know, he's got a couple cups spilled. He's got another couple cups behind him, but he's looking toward the future. He's looking toward this vast expanse, even into this darkness. But there's a solid castle back there, you know. And he's trying to decide, you know, he wants to like go towards us, but you know, maybe just moving slowly here and wanting to keep things moving, wanting to kind of, you know, maybe just having too much going on and wanting things to be perfect before, you know, they say or do anything. But at the same time, having this energy of, yeah, I do want to build, but maybe their emotions aren't always there. Maybe they're not always best at getting back to you, you know. But I feel like, you know, at the same time, they do have these other energies, this solidness, this loyalty you kind of keep coming back for, you know. Or that just is kind of like them, that just kind of like, you know, because he's only the page, you know, he's not the knight or anything. He's still learning, he's still going very slow and kind of looking at things maybe a little bit more. And, you know, this could even be like a new thing, you know, with that. But, you know, I put this kind of earth, I do feel like there's potential here for sure, you know, in this energy around you. I just feel like they just have something, you know, going on here. And I'm not even really sure if they're saying anything about it. It might just be their job, you know, it's just too much, and it's kind of getting them into that place where they're like, dang, like I like you, but dang, like, I wish I could do something about this, but I can't right now. You know, maybe feeling a little bit upset about that. But anyway, what am I looking for? I'm gonna get an animal, spirit animal for the energy around you in love. Wow, they have the ladybug with good luck. Oh, that's so cute. Because you had, this good fortune, which is really cool. But your energy, your spirit animal was the sea otter. I do think that's interesting. Yeah, they have the ladybug here. This is about to me, this is more of like that fire energy, maybe a little bit of earth, but I kind of feel like this is like that very creative, that bright spark, that Ace of Wands here, that bit of good luck in the things that you want to put yourself into, the things that make your heart just, feel happy and light and free, the things that make you go, oh wow, that just make you feel warm and fuzzy. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is just so neat that you both kind of have that little bit of like good luck vibes, maybe trying to like make things work here. You're kind of just hanging in there because you both feel this. Um, but anyway, so yeah, in the woods today for you, your spirit animals that, sea otter that's rushing down the river, playing with its younglings and its pups, these little sea anemones and flowers, being playful, saying we need to embrace a little bit of happiness here, a little bit of rest and relaxation, a little bit of just like letting things go for the moment, going with the flow so we can get in alignment here. And their spirit animals, this beautiful, vibrant ladybug, flitting through the sunshine, you know, bringing blessings of good luck, good fortune, these bright flashes of color saying, hello, yes, like, look for us, like, we are all around you, these little blessings and these little bits of good luck. So, anyway, yes, you both have these energies of love, of being playful, of looking for the best in life right now. So, anyway, I hope you have a great couple of weeks, and I will talk to you later.